Here we are.
Woo!
Yes. Oh God.
Welcome.
Yay!
Awesome.
Wow.
Oh, so hello everyone, and welcome to the Playground Experiments, volume number 142. We've had 141, and this being the 142nd. I'm Evan. I'm the host for the volume. Tonight we have artists participating from a range of places all over the country. Several of them right now will be holding up the names of the indigenous people whose ancestral lands they're currently on. The Playground Experiment acknowledges that wherever we are in this country, we're occupying stolen land, and honors and respects the indigenous people that once lived here, as well as the indigenous people who still live here. The PGE strives to be an inclusive organization for all theater artists. And with that, I'd like to invite everyone who is participating to turn on their cameras and wave and say hello. Woo! Awesome. And let's welcome the founder and artistic director of the Playground Experiment, Mike Lesser.
Woohoo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are at virtual volume 142. Woohoo! Welcome to our virtual home. As Evan just said, my name is Mike Lesser. I'm the artistic director of the Playground Experiment, and we are happy and thrilled to have you in our home. Tonight, we are doing our volumes, which is our flagship program for those of you that are watching us for the first time, because for some reason you have found us and have subscribed below. And you will like the video, we hope. And what our flagship program is volumes, where 6 writers are bringing in 15 minutes work in process. It is not as completed, it is not done, it is not ready for review. It is work that is in process. And when you have in process work, what is the best thing to do? Then get some freaking, am I gonna get blocked? Some amazing actors, and we have the amazing PGE casting pool of actors. Everybody unmute yourself and make some noise for all of our actors.
Yeah. Moderators.
We are so happy to have them here. They are from all over the country, and we're excited. Also tonight, if you are watching on YouTube, we have the amazing Al Monaco, who will be our YouTube moderator on there. So feel free to chat away with her. As this medium is a little strange, if things are funny or sad or making you interested, feel free to use the chat as a way to let the writers know that you're into it, that you're getting it, that you're laughing, that you're there. So we thank Al for being out there. Give it up for Al, everybody.
Yay, Al.
And tonight we have 3 amazing stage directions readers. We have Ajay Mohan, we have Emma Mueller, and we have Brandon Weber. So we're going to give snaps and claps to them. And that being said, the actors are going to get their first bit of direction and disappear, leaving us just with our writers and our host tonight, Evan Edwards.
Ooh. Hi, guys.
Hi, Evan.
I'm going to leave it to Evan to take over the evening.
Nice. How are you guys doing? Are you ready to hear some of your work read by these amazing people?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Niall, you're fired.
Uh,
Awesome. Well, let's just get right into it then. Gabby, you're up first.
I am. I'm getting it over with. So
I
can
know.
enjoy everybody else.
So the other
good.
writers, if you guys could disappear so we can have our sacrificial lamb, Gabby Wagner. And tonight you're presenting a 10-minute play called Numb.
Yeah, it might be a little longer than 10 minutes,
It's
but
okay.
I think I will probably be the shortest piece of the evening.
All right.
Everybody appreciates.
Like they always say, length doesn't matter.
And less is more.
Exactly. Is there anything you want to tell us about the play, or is it pretty much
This is the
self-contained?
first time I've gotten to hear it out loud, and my actors are so brilliant, and I'm very excited for what they found in our short rehearsal. This started as a monologue, and then I expanded it and added Brady, the bartender, which will be played by Kieran. Although, should we bring them on? We should.
Yeah, let's bring them on.
Come on.
Kieran and Mandy Murphy.
Yep. And Jai is doing our stage direction. So
Yes.
Mandy is playing Brooke and Kieran is playing Brady. And I don't have too much else to say, other than that it's very personal to me, and they are going to do an amazing job. But wait, Mandy's not here. Is she here?
Yeah, Mandy's here. She's right there.
You know,
And-
my problem is I have all the non-participants high up and I can't just see them, and I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, you can't see them unless they start talking.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
but trust me, Mandy's there
Now
and
I'm
Kieran's
real
there.
I did it.
Welcome.
I did it.
Yay!
With my
And
Zoom.
Jai is ready to go. So it's time for you to disappear, Gabby,
I'm going away.
and let our
Great
wonderful
thing.
artists do their work. So whenever you're ready, guys, take it away.
Numb, a 10-minute play by Gabrielle Wagner. Numb, middle of the day, in an empty coastal bar. Daylight streams through the small windows in the front. Brooke, 20s, beautiful, fit, with long dark hair, nose ring, tattoos on her arms, enters and sits at a bar stool. There is a tension and pressure about her, a sadness that she fights to give into. The bar is dimly lit with a warm glow of hanging lights like yellow orbs. Brady, good-looking, sexy, but not in a clean-cut way. Think scruffy surfer bartender. He's as laid back as they come, very comfortable with himself, doesn't feel the need to fill silence.
Whiskey double.
Brooke's phone and keyring lay on the bar. She is fidgeting with the flippers hanging off of her keyring. Time is languid. There is no rush. He places a drink in front of her. She downs it in one long swallow. He doesn't judge.
Thanks, dude. Keep them coming. Yep.
Sure thing. You a water brat?
What's that?
He pours, pointing to the flippers on her keyring.
Clippers.
Oh, yeah. I dive.
That's cool.
You dive?
I surf.
You ever want to?
Oh, nah. I just, I don't, I like staying on top of the water.
Yeah, man. I swear I should have probably had gills. I think I spend more time in the ocean than on land, man. It's like fucking home.
I get it.
Brooke is lost in her thoughts. She finishes the second pour and nods for another.
Sure you want something to eat?
Nope.
He's hesitant, but pours.
Beautiful day, huh? You get out there today?
It was beautiful, man. Everything was perfect. Fucking perfect. Water was clear. Weather was just perfect.
Shit.
Sue and I were Sue's my dive partner.
Mm.
We were so stoked to have this dive. Fucking perfect, man.
Yeah. Hey, tell me about it. I was stuck in here.
You could not have paid me to trade places with you.
Where'd you go down?
Why'd you gotta make it sexual?
Nah. Dude, sorry. I mean, drop in, go under, dive.
I knew what you meant. It's just funny. Right off the SC channels.
Oh, shit. That's cool. Cool spot. Yeah.
Cool spot. Sure. Saw whales, dolphins. Even got down to the peacock for a
No
bit.
way. Cool. Yo, I hope you got a picture of the bow. You know, all Titanic-like and shit.
She drinks.
Come on. You did. Right? You had to have.
She doesn't respond.
No way. How'd you not? Lame.
She fidgets with her keychain, not looking at him.
About 35 minutes in, I was on the bow.
Yeah. I knew you were on the bow. I knew it. You did do it. You were fucking with me again. I knew you did it. Let me see the pic.
She doesn't move.
The pic. Come on. Don't hold out.
She shakes her head, looking away.
I was on the bow. I looked over at Sue, who had the camera, and it wasn't fucking flashing like you flash. And she was giving me this out of air signal, which made no fucking sense because we should have had enough air for at least an hour. I swam over to her. Her gauge wasn't registering. The needle was broken. It bounced. Fucking equipment. I checked it. She checked it. It was good. It was supposed to be good.
Brooke stops to take a drink.
We locked eyes. I could see her starting to panic.
Brady pours himself a shot.
I tried to get her to calm down. I put my regulator in her mouth. I detached my octopus. Sorry, it's the alternate regulator for emergencies. I handed it to her. I took my regulator back, and in her panic, she forgot to hit the purge button and took in a mouthful of water. She choked it out, but by the time I could hand her my regulator again, she floated away. I reached out and grabbed her vest and pulled her back. She shook her head at me and pointed at the top up to go. No, fuck no, I won't do that. I handed her my regulator again and I tried to clear the other line, but she looked at my air gauge and we both know how long it takes to get back up to safety, and she knew.
Brooke takes a long moment, downs the rest of her drink and points to it for a refill. Brady, in rapt silence, pours another for her and himself.
She knew. I looked her straight in the eye and held her shoulders. It seemed like forever passed between us, you know? Darkness was throbbing around us, swallowing us, but we had to get moving. We were only just about 80 feet, and we'd done that before plenty of times, no trouble, but this time, man, we did everything right, but something was wrong. My lungs were fucking gasping. She shoved my regulator at me. I pushed it back at her. She wouldn't take it. She put something in my vest pocket and tried to pull away. But I grabbed the back of her vest and started dragging her up with me. I needed air bad, and I knew I couldn't help her if we were both out, so I put my regulator back in. Then I reached out to grab the other line that she had dropped, and I purged it for her. And I felt a weight pulling me down. I looked back over and she was sinking, but I was holding her vest in my hand. Fucking bitch must have unhooked it. She was sinking fast. I knew right then it was over. I was fucking frozen. My eyes were glued to her body, drifting further and further away. God, move, Brooke, move! I heard my own voice in my own head, loud and fucking clear, move. I checked my gauge, shit, I had to move. I started my ascent, still holding her vest. It was all I had left, but you know, I can only go so fast because, well, you know. That was the longest, loneliest fucking 10 minutes of my life.
Holy shit.
She struggles to pull something out of her front pocket.
And now I have to give this fucking ring back to her fiance.
She slams Sue's engagement ring on the bar.
Fuck.
And somehow explain why I'm here and she isn't. What the fuck, right, man? I don't have words to do that. I'm numb. Like, I can't feel anything. I don't want to feel anything. But I do think I need to feel something good, you know? Fuck.
Brady downs a shot.
That's some heavy shit.
Brooke takes a swig.
I want to feel something good. You want to feel something good?
He's not sure he's reading her right, but he nods.
You get a break?
Yeah, sure. Whenever I want.
Brooke adjusts her cleavage and leans in.
You want?
He read her right. Brady nods his head towards the back and starts walking out. Brooke slides out of her stool and follows him. They disappear towards the back of the bar.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
That was it.
Gabby, that was beautiful and heartbreaking and just painfully gorgeous. Wow. And this is, and
Great. You guys did great.
yeah, and you said this is a personal story that you shared with us through your artistry.
It's not 100% I mean, yes, it's personal, but it's not every detail is exactly right. But yeah.
Well, that's artistic license. That's what you do, and you did it so well. Wow. Ah, guys, Mandy, Kieran, wonderful job. Amazing. Props to you all. And of course to our lovely Jai and stage directions. To you too, to you too. Whew. All right. We need to move on. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Maybe some Batman or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, we have next up is Protagonista by Niall Ridgely. So let's bring up Niall.
Hi, Evan.
Niall. How are you?
I'm well. Did you know you were the host of my first virtual volumes?
Oh my God.
Amazing. And that play is becoming I'll send out some links, but it's becoming an audio play, that fish play, if you remember it.
Yeah, I do. I do. Awesome.
I wish I had that level of comedy for you today, but I have a dramedy.
Okay.
Before I started, I wanted to thank Mike and you and all the Playground Experiment. Great to be among you. And shout out to the Navajo Sovereign Nation and my actors. So let's bring them on up.
Hey, wait, you're doing my job.
Oh,
Hold
sorry.
on there a second. This may be your first time, but I'm the pro.
Oh, yeah, I get nervous.
Okay, first, is there anything you'd like to say about your piece? You want to give us a little background information before we bring all the actors in?
Absolutely. This is an exploration of gender dynamics in taboo relationships, and I would say there is some sexual content. It deals with the professor and a student having a relationship. We're going to try to handle that as deftly as we can, but I think my number one goal was to just get to the truth of things and about human connection and how honestly circumstances that surround it muddy our like real desires in ourselves and our ability to express ourselves. So that's a wordy writer answer for this is about truth of, things that we don't want to talk about.
Awesome. Well, let's bring our actors in so we can start talking about it. Let's see. We have Elizabeth. Wait. Yeah. Beth. Sorry. Beth.
Oh, it's fine.
Awesome. And we have Eric Mead. Hi, Eric. Welcome again. And Emma, our lovely stage direction reader. Hi, Emma. Awesome. So are you guys ready to embark on this slightly taboo, slightly sexual?
I'm turning my camera off.
So you don't turn red? Awesome. So let's jump right in and start this discussion off whenever you guys are ready.
Protagonista by Niall Estevan Martinez Ridgely. Eric Mead playing Jacob O'Malley, male, 33. Beth Devlin playing Gabby Raskin, female, 21. Place, around a professor's office at Bard University. Time, autumn 2004 and spring 2016. At Rise, Jacob O'Malley sits, cross-referencing a yellowed newspaper against something displayed on an early 2000s Macintosh's screen. He is sitting at his desk.
What in God's name is a Berenstain Bear?
There is knocking at the door.
Come in.
Enter Gabby Raskin, crashes her backpack against the front of O'Malley's desk and sits in the chair across from him.
Hello, Gabby.
Jacob.
Professor O'Malley. Question for you. The bear family, not Pooh Bear, but the other, not the 3 Goldilocks bears, but the other ones from the children's books. What do you call them?
The Bear Brothers 3?
Is that a thing?
No, I just figured since we were speaking nonsense, I'd chip in.
Oh, you know the bears I'm talking about, yeah?
If I answer, I'm going to ask you a question, and then you'll answer.
Dialogue just so happens to be a cornerstone of office hours. Sure, fine.
This isn't an office hours visit, Jacob. Let that be made very fucking clear.
Well, we are in my office.
Well, I'm just back from the pub. Highly regular behavior for office hours.
Now you'd be surprised.
Berenstain Bears. Happy?
Fuckity fuck.
Please don't elaborate.
Berenstain. Stain. Does that really sound right to you?
Are you gaslighting my memory of children's books?
Gaslighting?
Oh, it's a word from the future that people like me will use to defang people like you.
Huh. Doesn't Berenstain sound, I don't know, like an odd name to you?
They're a family of bears.
But have you ever met or heard of anyone with the last name ending in Stain? Whereas we all, at least I do, know plenty of Steins, right?
No, but all the people I know are, well, people.
Huh.
Ask me one more bear question. I dare you.
Gabby, I can't.
My turn.
I hope your chosen topic is office hours appropriate.
It isn't.
Oh, well, I actually have to be on my way soon here. Maybe you can email me when we find a longer slot during regular school hours.
Jacob.
Yes, Miss Raskin.
Speaking of topics not appropriate for office hours, would a sexual relationship between a teacher and a student be one of those inappropriate topics? Particularly a professor with, I don't know, a fiance? Sit.
We have to stop.
Do we?
Please, I have to get home tonight. I'm on for dinner.
Oh, you're on for dinner tonight. Is that so?
That's right.
Well, that's just great, Jacob. That changes everything, then. An important responsibility for the man of the house, truly indicative of a stable, trusting, honest relationship. I guess I'll just back off then.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
How very modern of you. The cooking, not the adultery.
You finished?
Not in the slightest.
I figured. Can I go, please? Whatever sins you find me guilty of can wait till tomorrow.
Don't you move.
I'm leaving. You do what you want. You can live with the consequences. As you're aware, I have no power over you. Never had.
Complete bullshit. Startling, actually.
Goodbye, Gabby. You're welcome to book a visit during school hours.
If you go out that door, I'm going straight to the dean.
Christ! Do it then. Put me out of my misery. That'll be a blast for you, I'm sure. The hearings, the attention, I'm surprised you haven't already.
Same. I don't really know why I haven't either. So don't push me over the edge. Not tonight. I'm bored. And I want your boring company.
I can't. Look, she's getting suspicious, and I feel bad, you know.
As you should. You made your bed, asshole. I'd fucking castrate you in your sleep if I were her. Literally.
Yeah.
Asshole.
He walks to the door, stops, turns back to her.
You entitled cunt.
Excuse me?
You did this to me, to her. You fucked my life up. This isn't a game to me. This is my fucking adult life. Do you understand?
Jesus.
I'm a person too, okay? Okay, regardless of this job, what we've done will have, you know, consequences.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Much harsher for me than you. Consider that much? Like, it's not nothing. What I've done, as you are well aware of, I'm sure you understand that.
More than you can imagine.
I did walk away from this. Not really. No matter how it ends, I gotta live with this. The responsibility, the idea of what I'm capable of.
Boo-hoo.
Not boo-hoo. Not boo-fucking-hoo.
Man. Get it together. This isn't...
Oh, this doesn't do it for you. God fucking forbid. My emotional inner life doesn't turn you on.
You okay there?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know, the kind that people ask in this sort of situation.
As a matter of fact, no. I have a number of anxiety-inducing factors that are really screwing with my fucking shui, my inner peace, for your information.
I can imagine.
You know what's completely out of whack? You find my toxicity attractive, my honesty repulsive, and my status reprehensible. So you're demanding I be my worst self.
Absolutely. First interesting observation from you all night.
Your callous attitude towards your own behavior continues to surprise.
What do you think drew you to me in the first place? Plenty of undergrads out there looking to be the apple of your perverted eye.
Jesus.
Unlike your own fiance, I don't reflect your own insecurity back at you.
I have to get back to the city. What do you want from me? What answers can I give you that would satisfy you enough to graciously, oh so mercifully, let me go home?
Be honest with me.
I always try to be.
Untrue. You're pretty crafty at avoiding any sort of emotional honesty.
Emotional honesty.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Are you in love with me?
No, I don't believe so.
Lose the legalese. Do you like me?
Very much.
Finally, some vulnerability. Do you think I'm smart?
2.
Do I scare you?
Absolutely. But that's necessary?
Are you ashamed of me?
Absolutely not.
Of yourself?
Sadly, no.
Good boy.
Yeah, fine. We done?
Do you want to leave your wife for me?
I just...
Answer!
I don't know, okay?
Answer, you pussy!
Do you hear yourself?
Yes or no?
No! Cappy?
No.
Me neither. Can I go now?
You do you, man.
Thank you. Okay, see you soon. Do whatever you want in the office. Stay if you like. Just don't let the janitors catch you here. They start on these offices around 9.
He goes to the door, remembers the whiskey, goes back for it, stuffing it into his bag. He stops on his way out.
Nothing. Goodbye, Gabby. You'll be okay.
Why doesn't anyone ever love me back?
What?
I just don't understand why nobody ever loves me back.
Ugh.
He delicately pats her back.
There. Can I get you a tissue or?
You should see your face. Oh my gosh. Do you need a tissue? Has that ever actually worked?
Worked.
Please tell me that's like a move, like fake caring otherwise.
Not a move.
Oh, just pathetic.
All right. Have a good night.
But I haven't even told you about the sex dream.
What sex dream? Actually, never mind.
A girl at the bar, the tab as they call it, had a sex dream about you.
O'Malley sits down again.
That sounds like a very unproductive topic of conversation.
Oh, not at all. Pour me a whiskey.
We really shouldn't.
Jacob, it's a long journey home. You'll be fine.
Yeah, true.
He pulls out the bottle, cradles it, and looks at it like it's a baby. She goes and retrieves 2 glasses.
Pour.
He pours her 2 fingers, pushes it away from him.
You aren't having one.
He hasn't taken his eyes off the bottle.
It's all meaningless morality, you know.
Yeah. So there are these 2 girls at the bar, a blonde and a redhead.
That's why I asked you about the bears, you know.
I actually thought that was you trying to keep things professional.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like we're not to blame, or I might not be, you know, and you're aware of societal pressures, you know, influencing.
I mean, who cares? We're all on a one-way trip to a date with the worms.
She downs her drink, taps for more. He pours, she leans back.
So fuck it. Anyways, both were like yay high, around 5 foot. They're in your Intro to Alternative Histories seminar.
You're in that class.
Sometimes I am.
By the way, I can't keep marking you present.
Yes, you can.
Whatever. The point is that this might not be the reality, you know, where it's about me. So anything I do is just like meaningless, product of hormones and circumstance. If I'm not the main character, I can't be blamed for anything, really.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
Yeah, so it's not on me what's happened because this isn't the reality where I win. So I can do whatever. Nihilism, Nietzscheism, Buddhism, that's what they're saying in a way.
Yeah, that's not how I see it. You're so focused on morals, you've lost the context, the time and place. Ironic for a nonfiction professor. Anyway, one of them had a sex dream about you.
So if this isn't my story, this reality, that means it's less survivable for me. Only the one true symbolic self is the main character, has any sort of plot armor, if you know the term. If it's not my story, I could die and it'd mean nothing.
Guess which one it was? You'll like the answer.
Ergo, the universe is out to get me. Ergo, like the only thing I have is the power and standing I have, which isn't genuine. It's not earned.
Oh, wow. You're really getting there all on your own. I have a whole story, big boy.
Ergo, in another reality, I'm the student, you're the teacher.
And what does that mean?
That neither of us is to blame.
There you are. Except in this one and the other, I get my way.
Why?
Because it's my story.
O'Malley snaps out of it, laughs, pours himself a drink.
Huh. That's funny. You're right. Anyways, fine. I'll bite. I bet it was the redhead.
That's the spirit. How'd you guess?
She sits in my front row for every lecture. I'm not that well spoken, even I'd admit. Hell, I wouldn't sit in my front row like a nerd. Although I was a nerd, come to think of it.
I don't. You've got a shit syllabus too.
Some of my students find my syllabus engaging and stimulating.
Barf.
I've got to go, Gabby.
You're not going till you tell me you love me.
I'm not, I don't. Just finish the dream thing and then I have to go, okay? I need to think. I mean, I need to go drink and pretend to think. Look, I'm not psychic.
You're babbling. You don't leave until you admit this isn't just a fling, period.
Look, we certainly have had a few stimulating.
Oh, for the love of Christ, man, stop saying stimulating.
Oh, what am I supposed to say? You want to talk feeling? Fine. Let's get into your deep insecurities with our affair, or whatever you've worked it to be in your mind. How you lie awake at night thinking, if only he were holding me. Oh, then I'd be safe. I'd be a complete woman. The fun you have pushing my buttons. Heavens, I can hardly imagine getting me to forget my morals. Much more fun than any drunken late night hookup with one of your peers, I imagine. Much more of a challenge. Fuck!
You're gonna regret saying that.
Look!
At least I'm not you, you fucking non-committal scumbag.
I never promised you anything.
Yes, you did. You did.
Gabby, think what I've actually said. Just please, I didn't mean to lead you on whatsoever.
Shut up!
Okay, I'm just saying.
Stop it. Even you don't believe you. You're smarter than that.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Shut it. I wasn't finished. You know, coming here, I had half a mind to walk past this building, go right over there to the dean of students and just spill all our goddamn late night escapades at the fucking goddamn motel, a fucking train stop away from here because, oh, boo-hoo, we don't want to get caught. Well, then don't do it.
I didn't want to. It just happened.
Oh, yeah? That'll hold up well. Don't you even get me started about the one time here at the office.
Oh, yeah? Or what?
Or I fucking kill you, Jacob. How about that?
Do it.
Make me.
So, about that redhead's dream.
I mean, it's pretty graphic.
Sounds like it's up your alley as stories go.
Exactly.
Exactly.
She runs into you on the train.
Ah, great premise.
It's a rainy summer day, one of those funny ones where the deluge just comes out of nowhere. So you're both soaked and sweating under your clothes.
Disgusting. Quite the memory for detail, this redhead.
Are you gonna let me tell it?
Continue.
She strikes up a conversation with you. You're dismissive at first, you barely engage, which turns her on. She's basically yours already, she thinks, and as luck would have it, both you get off at Grand Central. What are the odds?
Quite high, actually.
Just wait. So you both are awkwardly walking down the platform, air, as sure as you were born, just crackling with sexual tension. And she asks where you're headed. Funny enough, you guessed it, you're headed to the same area, so why not share a cab?
And I assume we have a lovely conversation in the cab. It turns out we grew up in the same state, as you say. What are the odds? I asked to buy her a beer at some bar I know in the village, a cool one she doesn't know about, but down to earth enough that I seem fun and down to earth.
Of course you do. And then I assume you take her up to your apartment, which happens to be empty.
I don't know, do I?
Do you?
It's your story.
It's the redhead story. But yeah, you do. And you fuck. Coherently. Not like the college drunk she's used to. And then she tries to reach you by phone for the rest of the semester, but you don't seem to ever pick up. So the only time she gets a chance to see you is during freshman seminar and during your office hours.
I like this story.
Thanks, made it up myself.
I think it's refreshingly complex.
Bit of a pause in the action lately, though.
My money says she takes things into her own hands.
Oh, yeah. But she's going to hold him accountable.
Want to get out of here?
Can't wait to. I want you to admit that I'm more than just a fling first. Then we can go. Or stay.
Admission doesn't make truth.
Certainly. And like you said, perceived morality doesn't dictate reality. Oh, on that note, I want you to admit you're a cog of patriarchy, taking advantage of your position of power.
Can't we just move to the hate sex part if it isn't too much trouble?
Just say what I wanted you to say. You're killing the moment.
You know, in that other reality, I might be the hero.
Usually nerdiness isn't a complete turnoff, but delusion, not so much.
I'm just saying.
Say the words.
Doesn't matter anyway, not my story, so fuck it. I'm a dirty pervert, and I'd do it again if I could get away with it.
That's better.
They kiss.
Go ahead and get your smoke, and I'll meet you at your car. I'm right behind you.
Perfect. Just remember, like you said, in another reality, I'm the teacher and you're the student. And I still win.
Whatever.
Raskin leaves out the door. O'Malley looks around, suddenly confused.
I just remember sex and blue and yellow. Who the fuck's office is this?
Jacob stands up, smells his whiskey, doesn't like the smell, and sets it down. He exits after Raskin. Lights up on the other part of the stage, a small section of parking lot. Jacob walks downstairs towards Miss Raskin, who is smoking a cigarette.
Gabby?
Jacob, what are you doing in the building so late? And please, it's Ms. Raskin.
I work here?
We close our offices at 6. You'll have to relocate to the library.
That's funny.
Oh, it's all funny till it isn't.
End of Act 1.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh my God. Oh my God. What just happened? Why?
Sorry, Mike, for the time. Sorry, Mike.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was like, oh, this is cool. There's a power dynamic struggle. There's switching up. There's a strong woman. She's going for what he wants, you know, trying to just exist in her wanting. And then this total mind screw. I'm just like, what the heck? And that's the end of Act 1? Oh gosh. Wow, you're gonna have to like bring this back again so we can start at Act 2 to see what's going on.
Act 2 to come. Thank you guys for your time. And thank you to my actors and stage direction.
Yes, you
Thank
guys
you.
are awesome, awesome, awesome. And I have to say, my favorite line is, admission doesn't make truth. That is an awesome line. Oh my God. Well done. Okay, now we have our final pre-intermission dance party reading by none other than Mike Lesser. Yay! And his piece, Dragged Through the Mud. Hi, Mike. Wait, who are you? What do you do? Where are you from?
I know. I'm wearing a different hat today. What an honor to be like in a lineup with these freaking amazing writers tonight. Like I feel so honored to be part of it tonight. So
yeah, these are some great pieces.
Woo-hoo.
It's amazing.
I hope this doesn't suck.
I know the pressure's on. I'm sure it'll be amazing, amazing, amazing. So your piece is called Dragged Through the Mud.
Correct.
Is there any backstory we need to hear?
Oh, there's so much backstory because we're going to see actually Act 2, Scene 7.
Oh my God!
We're at the end of the play.
Right?
So it might make it easier to have my actors jump in first. So this way we can see these brilliant actors.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So bring it. All actors come in. These
Elena, Jason, Peter.
I so lucked out with these actors because they are like just geniuses anyway in their own. So I am so thankful. So this play is Dragged Through the Mud, and I had started it back in 2016. So it is set in a different time. The play set is set between 2016 and 2017. It's called Dragged Through the Mud. And the premise is we are kind of in the world. The play is set kind of like in a drag club. So all of the scenes, even though they're actual scenes, they feel like another act of a drag number. So there's this in between other drag numbers that are happening. But the premise of the play is the character that Peter is playing, which is Mitch, is a journalist, and after the 2016 Olympics wrote an article outing Olympic athletes.
Oh, yeah.
And then basically the play is about the fallout about him and his family after that. His amazing, brilliant wife, Andrea, played by the amazing Elena Hurst, I'm so glad she was available, basically leaves him at up to this point and takes her daughter and ends up living with her sister, living in Potsdam, PA, where she ends up getting a job at Planned Parenthood of Potsdam, PA. And basically her husband is going on this weird apology tour to try to fix everything that he did wrong. In the process, she meets Coronation Day, played by the brilliant Jason Kerr, who is a drag queen by night, office manager of Potsdam, PA by day. And in the process of all of this stuff, there's a couple of other characters that we see, which you're not going to see tonight. And basically at this point in the play, Andrea is trying to find who she is as a person without all of her husband's drama. And her husband is still on his apology tour and feels like there's someone else he needs to help him. And this is a weird scene, and that's why I'm bringing it in, because I always tell my writers, bring in the messy stuff. So, and I have the brilliant Brandon Weber reading stage directions, and I think that's the information you need to know that should make some of this clear. So I hope, and if not, just write in the chat, what the hell are you talking about, Mike? And then that's okay. And I'm gonna leave these brilliant actors do what they do. Again, we have the amazing Peter Macklin, Jason Kerr, Elena Hurst, Brandon Weber. Was that everything? Anything? Yeah.
That sounds like everything to me. I actually kind of like remember a little of this. I remember from PG a while ago.
Yeah,
so this would be
title back
interesting.
then, new title, and
Yeah. All right. So let's get dragged through the mud. Actors, you ready? Awesome. Well, here we go. Take it away.
Act 2, Scene 7, Potsdam Planned Parenthood. Andrea is at her reception desk, cleaning up for the night. The phone rings. She is about to not pick it up and then finally does.
Potsdam Planned Parenthood, how may I help you? I'm sorry you feel that way. Wait, don't hang up. Why did you call here? No, I'm being serious. No, I'm not recording you. It seems that you wanted to be heard. So have you ever been inside here? I didn't think so. No. I'm not being snarky. It's a fair question. Is that what you think happens here? And that's why I'm going to burn in hell. Do you think that I personally do that? No. I mean, I mean, you were talking to on the phone. I mean, me, the human being that you're talking to on the phone. So there's no difference between me and a person who shoots someone in the street. I'm sorry. I just see myself as a mom making $15.08 an hour to answer phones and do some filing. Oh, and put up with hate-filled moments in time like this. Because that's what this is. Just a moment. A blip in time. And after I hang up this phone, you will not even exist. Oh, now you have more to say. Oh, okay. Interesting. What? Why do I find that interesting? I don't know. I don't know what you hope to get out of this conversation. I didn't expect it to be a conversation. That's funny. I can tell you that I'm glad I talked to you. Seriously. As a person who understands the word empathy and can spell it, I'm sorry that you are hurting so badly that you feel the need to call this number to tell us, how evil we are. I honestly think that you are calling the wrong people. Maybe you need to call the person who put these fucked up things into your head and ask who hurt them. You see, ignorance, hate, and anger has won over your soul. And if you truly believe in pro-life, maybe you need to put your own oxygen mask on before you can start to save anyone else. Because Molly, you in danger, girl. Have a blessed evening, and thank you for calling Potsdam Planned Parenthood.
Blackout. Act 2, Scene 8. Backstage at Club Delusion, Coronation Day, Darius, is sitting there in his boy garb, staring at himself in the mirror. Cora/Darius begins to hum to warm up his voice as he puts on his makeup. There is a soft, as if not to disturb, knock on the door.
What?
There is another soft, as if not to disturb, knock on the door.
Just come in!
The door opens and Mitch meekly enters. Cora sees him through the mirror and does not turn around. Mitch just stands there holding a white handkerchief. After a moment, he looks around and takes in the environment.
Looks like security had the day off.
There wasn't anyone there.
It was a joke. Though I am surprised you didn't get tackled on the way in.
No, literally, there was no one out there. It was weird. I just walked in and... Not the point, I know.
What is the point then?
This isn't what I expected.
Oh, you had expectations.
Well, I mean, they're all seen so glamorous, so feminine. And well, it's not that much different than a locker room.
This I gotta hear.
Same smell.
It's called sweat, boo. We all do it, whether in cleats or in heels.
I guess that's true.
What brings you here?
Honestly,
no, lie to me.
Cora finally turns around and takes him in.
Sit down, baby.
He sits on the couch that is there, and a crinoline from a skirt falls on his head.
Ooh, you've awakened some shitty-ass ghosts. Be careful.
Please say that's a joke too.
That's a joke too.
Okay.
Out with it.
I want to write an article.
You already did that.
No, I want to write an article about you.
Say that again.
I know. I know. Just hear me out.
There's nothing wrong with my hearing. No.
Andrea tells me all the things that you're doing, have done, and that you're pretty remarkable. The money you've raised, the causes you fight for, the respect from your
people.
Yeah. Plus, you're all she talks about, and
oh, you think this is a way to get her back? Another fix?
No, it's not about that.
It will always be about that.
Nothing I do will ever change what I did. It was thoughtless. I see that now.
Do you? Oh, it was beyond thoughtless. It was dangerous. It was destructive. It was ignorant. It was life-altering.
Yes.
You are not making this as fun as it should be.
This is supposed to be fun.
Do you know how many times I said, if I ever get the chance to give that man a piece of my mind?
Well, I'm sure there were many more expletives than that.
Fucking right there were.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Hit me. Wait, not physically. I mean, let me have it.
This still smells like an apology tour of yours.
Why do people keep on calling it that?
It's catchy.
Look, I deserve everything you have to say and more.
No, it's not my job, nor is it my responsibility to educate or absolve you.
You're right.
Damn right I am.
I'm not asking that of you. But there's still about 3 minutes left of my 15 before I'm forgotten history. And I'd like to give that to someone else.
I don't think that's the way it works, honey.
I gotta try, right? Did anyone ever tell you how easy you are to talk to?
Everyone.
Are these all yours?
No, they're the left behinds.
The what?
All the shit some drunk ass queen left behind, a lost and found of sorts.
I keep it.
Always good to have something around. You never know who might walk in these doors and just need to be someone else for an hour or two.
Well, that part I understand.
Do you?
See, you are good at getting idiots like me to get it. What if I could give you the chance to reach beyond just your people?
You mean drag race?
No, not NASCAR.
What's NASCAR?
It's like we're talking two different languages.
Aren't we?
Seriously, what if by helping me, you end up helping millions of others?
Millions?
Thousands.
Thousands?
One person. Okay, what if you could just help one person who you didn't know before?
You are very good. I see what you're doing. Let me ask you. Did you cheat on her?
Never.
There are some that think you are a closet case.
Look at me. Are they true?
What, you think I have super gaydar?
Don't you?
Well, of course I do. What kind of queen do you think I'd be without it?
Did I pass?
You didn't fail. Yet.
I'm closetless. But wait. I'm not inside any... I'm not gay, and I love my wife and my daughter more than anything.
Then how could you not think of the consequences of writing that shit? How it would affect her?
I was so hyper-focused on the story. Sex at the Olympics, hookups, thousands of condoms.
I would read that story.
It's what I tried to write, but the publisher just wanted it to be more salacious, and we came up with the idea.
Always someone else's fault.
No, I did it. I wrote it. I wasn't thinking about anything but that. I do see that now. Just not sure how to figure out.
Yeah. You aren't winning your case counselor.
I'm working on trying to.
That's the same thing. Working on and trying.
That they are.
Mitch just looks at her. Cora takes a deep breath and just looks at Mitch for a long, long time.
When I was a little boy, my god-grandma, Cora, she was the first of the name. Well, she was, well, the most graceful, beautiful, and powerful woman I had ever had the pleasure of being around. There'd be days, many, where I would sit on her table and she would wipe away a tear, eyes a cut, ice a bruise, and would look me right into my eyes and not look away. She was staring deep inside my soul, beyond my soul, into something deeper. And she would smile and say, I see you in there. You know you are seeing. And I did. At her wake, I got real close to the casket and put my face as close as I possibly could to look at her one last time, to remember, to really remember. And you know what I saw? An old woman in a box, all alone. The next day, I packed up my shit and got the hell out of there. I was 12, scared, and smarter than anyone I knew, and that made me a target. And without my shield, so with my god grandma Cora, I became who you see before you. And I will lay on those very same words. I see you in there. Know that you are seen. And here's something from me. You see, you still got extra work to do. I thank you, but the answer is still a hard no.
Okay. If you change your mind,
I won't. But thanks for playing. Oh, and if you're hurt that, if you hurt that woman or little girl ever, I will cut off your balls personally.
Cora turns from him and begins to paint her face. Mitch is frozen.
I got paint to put on. The door is that way. I think you saw it when you came in.
Mitch gets up and leaves. Cora looks in the mirror to notice he is gone and takes a deep breath and just stares deep in the mirror. She picks up her phone and is about to make a call, but changes her mind. Unsure of what to do, she does what she does and goes back to painting her face. End of excerpt.
Wow. You guys, actors, come back on. Take a little bow. That was, wow.
You're so amazing.
They're amazing. Those two monologues. Holy crap. The one at the beginning and the one at the end. I was like, oh, so much truth. So much truth.
Thank you. You guys killed it. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Brendan.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this is finished, Mike Lesser.
Yes, the draft is done.
Yay! So we can see more.
Possibly.
Okay. Can I have to call out a line that resonated within my soul. It just reverberated everywhere. And when Coronation Day said, "It is not my job, nor is it my responsibility to educate or absolve you," I was like, oh my God, I love this woman. She is amazing. She is amazing. And I think there's maybe a prequel to this about God Grandma.
Oh wow, I don't know about that.
Oh, I think you got it in you.
Time.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. That was amazing.
You're genius actors. Thank you so much. And why don't we bring everybody back? I'm gonna play a song. We'll see,
come on.
See if it works, and feel free to do our little dance party. Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can hear it. Que calor.
Give it up. Ooh, little dance, quick dance party. Quick it up. FYI, and that will be on net. I think it's HBO Max or something coming out soon in the Heights. And FYI, that was Eliseo Roman who read for David Davila's play a couple of volumes ago. So bringing some PGE people into the art. Hopefully they won't block us. Give it up to actors and writers from volume number of the first part of the fifth. Brilliant work, brilliant work, brilliant work. Give it up. Al, who do we have out on YouTube, Al? Are you here? Did we lose Al? We lost Al. Al's just chatting away. Okay. It's all good. We got, I know Robin is out there. We got some other people just chatting away, loving everything. We thank you for being here. I'm going to give a couple of brief shout out for up and coming events. And then we can go into Act 2. We'll do this fairly quickly. On June 2nd and 4th, which is next week already. Oh my Lord. We have Voices of America number 5, but it's presentation 6 and 7. It's weird. And we are super excited. We have a bunch of Voices of America people in the room tonight. One of our next writer is one of them, actually. We are super excited. And that is on June 2nd and June 4th. Feel free to check out the YouTube channel for that. You could subscribe below to get that information. Again, on the month is May 29th. We have Kendra Augustine doing a sketch comedy workshop for us. So we're super excited to have her do that. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. on a Saturday, but you have your day free and your evening free. So come join us for those little 3 hours to do that. And then last but not least, we always have our play dates every Tuesday at noon. If you need to get something done, it doesn't have to just be writing. It could be like what Al does, which is just knit and fold her laundry, and she also writes a lot too. She's a brilliant writer. But tons of stuff to be done on at play dates and also on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So that's all the things that I'm going to do announcement-wise. Again, a huge thank you to our host, our Inside the Actors Inside the Actors Studio, Evan Edwards. And I'm going to ask our Jessica to stay with us with Evan, and I'm going to disappear as we go into Act 2.
Poof! Act 2. Everyone, go, 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 go. Whoo! So now, just Jessica, Jim. Just here we go. Now we have just Jessica. Hi, Jessica. I don't think I've ever met you before.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lozano, and I was part of one of the Voices of America workshops.
Oh, nice, nice. And you've decided to join us in our revelry.
Yes, I'm so glad. I'm in New Orleans, which is originally known as Boubancha. So glad I get to be a part of this virtually. And this is just a short little something about, microaggressions. We might not know how to describe a microaggression when we're experiencing it, or we might not know how to respond to one, or how to use our privilege to help support someone who is experiencing a microaggression. And navigating microaggressions for many of us is on a daily basis. And, we don't know when we're navigating them, if we're perpetuating them. And for those experiencing a microaggression, they can have macro effects. So it's just a little something.
Just a little something. That seems like a huge something. It's what's happening in the world today. Oh my gosh. So, wow. Awesome. So let's bring our actors on in. Come on in, seeing clearly actors, Alex, Jimmy, Kirsten, Paul. And we have Jai on stage directions. Awesome. So do you want to introduce your actors and who they're playing, or would you like them to introduce themselves?
Love for them to introduce themselves.
Awesome. So let's start with Alex.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alexandra Castro. I am playing Stephanie.
Awesome. And Kirsten.
Thank you, Evan, for giving us direction as to who to go for next, because Zoom is so hard in that way. So I appreciate that so much. I'm Kirsten Hopkins. I'm playing Basil.
Nice. Actually, that's exactly why I did it, because people don't want to talk over each other. So they just sit there politely waiting for the first person to go. So I figure, I have the power. Okay, well, Jimmy.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Moon, and I am playing Benedict.
Awesome. And last but certainly in no way least, Paul.
Hello, Paul Pegler. I'm playing Seth.
Excellent. So, Jessica, disappear. Woo. Actors, you're ready? Jai, are you ready for stage directions?
Yeet.
Awesome. Well, take it away.
Seeing Clearly by Jessica Lozano. Scene 1. Seth and Stephanie are walking up to a storefront.
You hate that song.
I do. You know me too well.
Can't believe it's coming back.
Ugh, TikTok. Bringing back some of the worst songs for a new generation.
Oh, look, I've magically pulled it up for our walk.
Ugh, no need. And I mean, first off, it's daytime, so.
Yeah, remember when I played it in the quarter when we were first dating?
And I slunk myself way down in the seat of your Mini.
I love that car. Okay, wait, here it is now.
The Black Eyed Peas Tonight Is Gonna Be a Good Night plays from Seth's phone. They both laugh.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Come on.
I love you, but I do not love this.
I love you too, Steph, but come on, let's see your moves.
Oh, we're here. What a shame.
Why did you want to come to this place again?
Bunny told me about it, and I was finally like, okay, I think it's time to actually spend a dime on glasses because nothing seems to be working. VisionWorks got the prescription wrong and so expensive. Warby Parker is fucking up all over the place. I saw Bunny at the bar with these dope orange rims, and I was like, okay, where did you get those from? I mean, I hear everything in here costs like $1,000, but I use my glasses every day, and hopefully a pair like this I can have for a few years, so.
She gets some saliva by licking her hand and tries to unsuccessfully flatten all her curly hair flyaways.
What are you doing?
My hair looks crazy. I was going productless to give my hair a break, but now I need it to control itself.
Continuing to unsuccessfully flatten hair.
Don't judge me. You don't know what it's like. If I look unkempt in a place like this. Anyway, so glad I wore my wedding ring. So even though I look like this today, people will be like, oh, okay, she can get those glasses.
You're ridiculous.
Just don't get it.
Your hair looks good.
Scene 2. Seth and Stephanie enter the store. All the glasses are in glass cases. It is not the type of store where you can try on the frames. The place is ornate. Benedict, with neon green glasses, approaches.
Hello and welcome to Art for Eyes, where your eyes are our art. I am the owner, Benedict, and let me see. I need to look at your face. Yes, I already know. You have a broader nose that's a little crooked and a smaller face. I am going to need some help because there are quite a few I want to pull for you. Basil, dear, come join us.
There is a call for you.
Oh, yes. Will you chat with these young people? I already have some ideas for her. I'll be right back.
Hello, I am Basil. Welcome to Art for Eyes, where your eyes are our art. As you can see, everything is kept in cases. If you see anything you like, I will pull it from the case.
Okay, we're just gonna look around for a bit to start. Thank you so much for your help.
Benedict will pull some for you as well when he returns. You will be his piece of art.
Okay.
Seth and Stephanie walk away from Basil and try to get out of earshot.
I am a little overwhelmed. This place feels like a little too much for me. I think I might want to go.
But why? How do you mean? We just got here.
There's just like a vibe. I mean, I thought I was going to be able to try stuff on. Like, how do you just pick glasses in like this with everything in the case?
Oh, come on, you can.
I know, but not like in a normal way. They have to pull each from the case, and Jesus, there is no rhyme or reason as to what glasses are in what case. Yep, I'm ready to go.
Just take a breath, look around. If you want to try them on, go for it. If not, we can leave at any time.
Okay, well then I think we should go.
Really?
What? It's one thing to have an inaccessible price point, but to not even get to try the glasses on, and you know me, I must try them all on. Like the guy said, I have a crooked nose.
Forget him. Here, what about these? They're purple. You love purple.
It's like really white in here.
Your husband is white.
Yes, but also Jewish, so there's that.
I am sorry. It's my specialist and he has some questions. Everything here is done with an artisan's eye, but my customers are important, so I've put him on hold. Basil, will you get the Milans, the Studios, and of course the Vivacious, the Cellular, the Philosophers, and what do you think? The Pink Panthers?
Oh, yes, Benedict, the Pink Panthers. In what material?
Well, the titanium weight. Yes, most definitely the titaniums. I'm going to stay for a minute just to get you started, as we never have anyone as exotic as you, and I must see these frames on you. Now, that's the kind of care you get from Art for Eyes, where your eyes are our art. Here you are. Now, what do you think of these?
They look pretty circular, and the bridge is pretty strong.
Try them.
Stephanie puts them on.
Wow, impressive, right? They look amazing on you.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they will work. My prescription is pretty strong, and these are pretty tiny. Also, they look kind of like steampunkish.
Right, but they really go with your face. Incredibly unique.
Benedict, don't worry. I can take care of the young lady.
Oh, one more pair before I go. I know you see them. They are orange, but I think orange with your skin complexion would just really pop.
Sure, yeah. Well, they are definitely orange.
I like them.
Of course you do. You like the browns, but how do they look on my face?
Beth shakes his head no with a slight smirk.
Exactly.
I must be on my way, but Basil will help you, and I just know you will find something because your eyes are our eyes.
Thank you. I think I'm ready to go. I don't think I am going to find anything here.
Just take your time and a breath.
Okay. Can you see those purple ones?
Oh, those wouldn't work for your face?
Okay. How about those?
Those.
No.
I don't think those would work either. It's time to try the Pink Panthers.
Okay. Wow, they are pretty heavy.
Try them on.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. They make you look like a maid.
Excuse me, a what?
A maid.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Here, try these.
Okay, I think they are a little heavy too.
Do you want to try any others you see in the cases?
I know you say that they won't work, but I'd really like to try the purple ones. They look light and they are similar to the shape that I'm used to wearing.
Why do you want to wear something similar? This is Art for Eyes, where
I wear your art. Right. Okay, we are just going to look a little more.
well, I will pull some more out that I think would be just beautiful on you and make you look more sophisticated.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Steph, can we go?
Sure. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I don't really like anything and I want to go.
Okay, let's go.
They sneak out of the store before they are noticed by Basil. Scene 3. Stephanie finds a breath and sits down catching her breath, and tears begin rolling down her face.
What? What happened? What's wrong?
That was just stressful and overwhelming and it sucked and I think it was just the absolute worst.
I feel like you were always stressed and overwhelmed when you shouldn't be.
What? Didn't you hear that woman?
What?
That I looked like a maid. Why would she say that to me?
Yeah, I heard that too. She was an idiot.
Yeah, but she said that to me because I'm brown. Like, what the fuck? Putting $1,000 pink titanium pair of glasses. She said it made me look too much like a maid. She said that because I'm Hispanic. Oh, and I hate that word, Hispanic. I want it out of my fucking mouth. Ugh, the US Census is so fucked up.
What are you talking about? You are all over the place.
Identity is fucked up, and so is that woman. Why didn't you say anything?
About the US Census?
For so long, I identified as Hispanic. It was just easier. But then to truly understand how the US defines the word, and as someone from Latin American country that crosses this border, I never crossed a border. My people were here before this was even a country.
Well, you use the word Latinx now.
I use that for a sense of community, but that word is fucked up too. Do you know why Latin America is called Latin America? Because one of the Lewises wanted to do business with these countries.
I think you need to calm down. Maybe take a deep breath. No one in there even asked you about your identity.
I want to take a deep breath. That lady said that, and I just stood there, and you just stood there, and we didn't say anything. We just stood there.
What was I supposed to say?
Something. She said I look like a maid. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a maid. If I was a maid wearing titanium $1,000 glasses, I'd be a boss ass maid. But she said that because I was brown. Would she have said that to a white woman?
I know.
But you didn't help.
You didn't say anything either. What was I supposed to say?
Something, anything. You didn't say anything.
Because I couldn't. I didn't know how. It's uncomfortable. We weren't going to start a fight in the glasses shop. It was not worth it.
Wasn't it?
What do you mean?
That was a microaggression. Ugh, I'm always trying to explain what a microaggression is. That was it. Tiny little cuts, exotic, made. If it was macro, I would have known what to do, how to respond. But micro, they're just, I'm just disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in you, in us.
What did you want me to do?
Something. Get uncomfortable. She made me uncomfortable. That toxic shit is uncomfortable.
Well, that woman sucks.
She does suck. And sometimes I just can't stand white people, or better yet, I think I might hate white people, or at least those kinds of white people.
I hate when you say that. Wouldn't that be racist?
It might be discrimination, but it sure as hell ain't racist. White people have never been oppressed. The way I define racism is racial prejudice with power. Emphasis on the power.
Okay, Stephanie, because you're an expert.
I don't understand you.
What don't you understand?
Remember when we went to that removal of the Robert E. Lee statue? And there were a bunch of asshole Confederates, and you just stood there until they said something about Jewish people.
Yeah, because anti-Semitism is at the root of what they were.
But you didn't get upset when they were saying things about Black people, when they were saying things about Mexicans or Muslim, just when they said something about Jewish people?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this now. Let's just go to another glasses shop.
I think I might be done.
Don't you still need glasses?
No, I think I'm seeing clearly for the first time.
Okay. I'm feeling a little like not being able to breathe. I'm like, oh my God. Yes, totally triggered. And I have one word for Stephanie. It's time for divorce. Hello. Oh my God, Jessica, that was so real. And so, been there, done that, still going through that. Talk about a slice of life as a BIPOC person. Oh my God. Oh.
Thank you to the actors, such beautiful work.
Yeah, you guys, of course, you're all amazingly talented. Amazing. And you too, Jessica. Thanks for bringing this in and making me sweat. I'm sweating over here. I'm sweating. I'm so... Oh, okay. Thanks. We're going to move on to our next piece, which is by Marina Berry. Come on, Marina. Hello, darling.
Oh, Evan.
How are you?
Oh my God. Tonight I'm in awe, total awe of the work of everyone. I think this is one of the best evenings I've ever experienced.
Oh yeah, all around, and the subject matter is so varied and so
Oh my God.
true. It's like
Yeah,
visceral and palpable.
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I'm like, oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
well, oh man. So mine is a total departure. And maybe we need like a little,
I do. I know I do. I do.
oh man. Well, this is, I started, I don't know if anybody has seen the other two. I wrote the blank page as just like a 10-minute thing. I got an idea for a writer sitting at a keyboard with a blank page. And the mice in her apartment that's what this is about. It's about the mice in the apartment of the writer. So,
okay.
yeah. So when I finished the first one, then I just kept getting these ideas, but I was telling Mike, it's not really a play and I'm not a book writer, but I'm thinking, first I thought a kid's show. And then I thought I'm doing these pieces now, like chapters. So, but they're all sequential and we're going along. And so I have the actors, Helene, Melissa, Marta, and Taylor are just, I am so in awe. They're wonderful. I love them so much. There's a love story. There's a lot of stuff, but this is the third story. And I don't think it really needs any setup. It's just the mice and the writer. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some mice and a writer. I'm so interested. I don't think I've seen any of these before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah. So, Helene, Marta, Melissa, Taylor, you guys ready to go? Awesome. Awesome. And Emma, stage direction reader, are you good to go?
Let's do it.
Take it away.
More Mousecapades by Marina Berry. Susan and Jane are in Susan's studio apartment behind the baseboards of the writer's apartment.
Jane, I told you, leave your things. There's plenty of room.
I know, but I don't want you to think I'm moving in completely. I know this is your workspace.
Oh, wow. Just had this vision of Alan covering me over with...
With what?
I don't know. I can't make it out. Just covering me over.
Alan's not that type of mouse to do that.
I know that. It's me.
You?
Yes. My fear of being taken over.
You're being overly dramatic.
Perhaps, but nonetheless, it's real for me.
Wow. Maybe you better go talk to someone.
No. I know what they'd say. Fear of letting go, being subordinated, being closed in.
You should talk to someone.
I need to be able to breathe and feel free.
You can't breathe when you're with Alan?
Yeah, of course I can.
Then what's the problem?
Jane, you are too young to understand.
I'm young, but this seems like an open and shut case.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And what, may I ask, is the verdict?
Fear of being in love. You're in love with Alan, and everyone knows he loves you.
That's not... Come on. I can't even see how you can say that.
I rest my case.
I like Alan. I always have.
You love Alan, and the sooner you admit it, the sooner you can stop all this drama.
I actually have something that is rather dramatic to think about.
Avoidance of the issue, classic textbook behavior.
Stop it, Jane. I've changed the subject.
I rest my case for the second time. Okay, what are we talking about now?
Her.
Who her?
The writer.
Oh, her. What about her?
I'm the only one she can hear. It's kind of a huge responsibility.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. But why do you want to talk to her?
Are you kidding me? Since the beginning of time, we mice have been misunderstood and mistreated. This is a chance to teach and put forward mouse dogma that hopefully will not only enlighten humanity, but change the way we are perceived.
Really? Talking to her is going to do that? Is she that bright?
It's not so much how bright she is or isn't. She's a writer. And now that she's getting some recognition, so that whatever she writes, people are noticing and reading.
It's only going to help us if she writes about mice.
Exactly. That's why I have to be succinct and focused when I'm with her. I can't let anything get me off track.
Like Alan?
I have to keep my mind clear.
You're avoiding what I said.
Alan or anyone or anything that keeps me from my mission to impart what she needs to hear.
Do you wear a special uniform when you do this?
You are such a brat. I am extremely serious.
And I am extremely not serious. You're going way overboard with this. She's just another human, nothing special.
I disagree. I think I can make a real difference for at least our family group. And who knows, maybe all mice in New York City. Maybe mice everywhere.
You're nuts.
Maybe. But I have to try. I feel I was born for this quest.
Nope. That was the Mouse of La Mancha.
Very funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm actually pretty serious. You need help. I'm going to go see what Brittany's doing, and I don't know, maybe we'll watch the pigeons. Dave and Emily are always entertaining. Why don't you lie down for a while?
I don't need to lie down, but I could use some quiet time.
Jane exits. Susan sits motionless, processing their conversation.
Maybe I should make a list. Yes, a list of topics of priority that I feel should concentrate on with her. I wonder if I should run it by any of the others. No, it'll just get muddled and confused. It's better if I handle it. And then once we get going, then I can ask for suggestions. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's the plan. Now, what are my topics? Top 3 or top 5? Wow, this needs to be thought out carefully. I don't want to scare her off or overload her. So top 3 topics to start with. Anyone can handle that. Okay, good. Now, what are my top 3 topics? Number 1, we are not vermin. We are a highly stratified, deeply devoted species that only want to live a good life in harmony with others. Number 2, we are extremely clean. And number 3, we do not multiply like rabbits. I think short sentences will work best to begin with, and then as we go on, she and I can get into more in-depth conversations. Okay, I'm feeling better and more grounded now, and now I just have to hope for the chance to...
Oh, hi, Susan.
Hi, Alan.
I didn't mean to bother you, but your door is open, so...
Oh, it's okay. I was just getting ready to leave.
Where are you going?
To the kitchen. I want to see if she is there. When she wears socks, I don't always hear her, and there's a couple of things I'd like to talk about.
Well, why don't you talk to me? I'm available.
Thanks, Alan. It's stuff that I had planned to talk to her about. I've been making a short list.
Oh, can I see it?
It's in my head.
Oh. Well, then you want to have a dry run and run it by me first?
I don't know. I hadn't planned on it. I was gearing myself up to talk to her, or try to.
It can't hurt to rehearse it. You'll make a more convincing impression.
Okay, but I don't want any feedback, okay? I mean, there's a lot of things I want to say to her, but I got to start slowly. Humans can only absorb so much at a time, and this is new, uncharted territory. So I'm just going to casually mention 3 things and leave it at that.
That sounds good. Less is more. I'm all ears.
Okay, well, then close the door.
Alan comes in and closes the door. Susan stands up and takes a breath.
Oh, this is silly.
Pretend I'm the writer and I just walked in the kitchen in my socks.
Okay. Are you getting coffee?
Yes, I'm in my socks and I'm getting coffee.
Okay. Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, good thing I didn't drop my cup. Yes, I can hear you.
I thought it would be a good idea for us to chat if you have the time.
I always have time for you, Susan.
Okay, Alan, forget it. I'm not discussing this with you. And please don't tell any of the others. I want to see if she'll listen first, and then I'll let everyone know, okay?
Sure. Absolutely. You're going to be great.
I'm going to try. I'll see you later, Alan. Wish me luck.
Married.
Susan goes out of her apartment and over the baseboard into the kitchen. The writer is sitting at her desk, drinking a cup of coffee, staring into space.
A penny for your thoughts.
You'd be overcharged. I got nothing.
If you like, we could toss some ideas around.
I have no ideas, and I'm talking to a mouse.
Quite something, really. Talking to a human, I mean, everyone has told me not to.
Not to?
Not to. I mean, the ramifications are immense.
They are?
Yes. By my talking to you, I put all of us in jeopardy. But I thought it was worth the risk. You don't seem like the typical human.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, that's a huge compliment.
Have you ever spoken to anyone before?
No, but we stay away from any contact with humans. It's never good for us.
Yeah, I can understand that. But, you know,
how can you possibly understand? Humans view us as other or vermin or, eek, it's a mouse. Never trying to see things from our perspective. Compassionless, lacking any empathy at all, only trying to eliminate us. So of course we stay away and shun contact. Except this one time, for some reason, I found myself wanting to talk to you. And not only that, I could. I don't understand it myself.
I'm an animal person.
What's that?
Animals. We always had a dog and cat when I was a kid. I had fish, I had a hamster, or was it a guinea pig? I always get them mixed up. I never had mice, though.
Thankfully. But what does all that have to do with us?
I'm in tune with animals. Well, you see me feed the pigeons.
Dave and Emily. Oh, yeah, we know them.
But their names are Dave and Emily?
They're family names. 4th generation pigeon. I think those two, however, will be daring when their eggs hatch and go with Liam and Olivia. Break the chain of names. It's risk, though.
I mean, it just blows my mind. What's left of it, that is, that you have names.
Why wouldn't we?
You're right, of course.
You humans see us as a clump. One non-individualized grouping of something you do not like or afraid of. But more to the point, do not understand. It's not that way only for mice, but for many others too. And don't get me started on bugs. Humans squash them without even batting an eye.
We are terrible.
You are uninformed and lack curiosity and are frightened of things that do not look like you.
Oh, this is like a session of tough love. I wasn't quite prepared for this.
I apologize. I too was not prepared for this kind of candor and only meant to ask you what you were writing about.
Well, I haven't been able to come up with anything since I sold my last story.
The one about us?
Yes. Ugh, I'm frustrated.
Can I be of any help?
Why not? I mean, they have ghost riders, so why not mouse helpers?
Ghost riders?
No, never mind. What have you got?
Well, I'll toss some things out from my short list. See if any of them resonates.
Fine. Oh, can you give me a moment here? I haven't had anything to eat yet, and all of a sudden I'm starving.
She gets up and goes to the kitchen counter and gets a bakery bag. She takes out a bagel and looks at Susan.
I'm having a bagel. Have you eaten? There's plenty more.
Actually, I skipped breakfast, but do you have any muffins? Bagels are too dense for me.
Yeah, I have a blueberry one. How much do you want of it? Or you can have the whole thing, because I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm happy to share what I have.
Oh, thank you. Perhaps you can give me 1/5 of it, or 1/6 if that's easier to calculate. And if I'm still hungry, you could give me more.
Sure. Coffee?
She cuts 1/6 of the muffin and puts it on a small plate.
Oh, we don't drink coffee, but thank you for the offer. Just the muffin would be fine.
Where would you like to eat?
I'm fine down here, but if we are continuing our conversation, perhaps if you don't mind, you could set it on the coffee table? We'd be at eye level then.
Sure thing.
She puts the muffin on the coffee table, which is close to her desk, gets her bagel, and then sits down at the desk.
Okay, shoot. I'm open to anything.
Time to keep you guessing. End of excerpt.
Wow, that was so adorable. You guys, I love the mouse plays. The mice are so cute. And Susan Mouse is so earnest. Oh my God. It's amazing. And Helene, are you channeling yourself in this?
Yeah. A little.
Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Taylor Hilt Mitchell.
So cute.
Awesome.
Come back, Marina.
Yeah, where's Marina? Come back, Ryder.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yay. Yay.
It was really great, Marina. You know, have you thought about Pixar maybe?
You know, I this is it's like has a life of its own. I've got all these things and yeah. I mean, give me ideas, guys. Anybody out there? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is great. And I think and actually it's really not a departure from what we've been seeing all night long.
I was
if you
just going to
really
say
think
that.
about it.
We've been talking about rights, and now we're talking about a group that we don't take into consideration.
Exactly. There's a little parable in here. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Marina. That was so adorable. And thank you, actors.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You guys are great. And let's see I think we're up to our last one. Da da da. And for our final performance, we have Batman: Anarchy in Gotham by Orlando Rodriguez. Come on. Hey, Orlando, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm well, thank you. I'm excited. The title of this could go anywhere. And I'm interested to see this. Is there anything we need to know before you start the read?
Yes. Just copyright disclaimer, I do not own Batman or the rights to Batman. Still owned by DC. But this was kind of started off as me wanting to write a Batman story, and then I figured, hey, maybe this could be the next Batman film or an animated film or a fan-made film, whatever.
Yeah, do some fanfic. That'd be awesome.
And then I guess just for trigger reasons, this is more of a rated R Batman, so there will be blood, there'll be gore and language and a lot of themes having to deal with social issues.
Oh, I think that is like our thread today through all the little pieces. Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. All right. So, do you need to give some background information on the story before we get started? Or is it kind of self-explanatory?
No, I feel like if you've seen the Batman movies, you basically know who Batman is. So
there you
this
go.
starts at the beginning. This is the start of this film, this film script. So no, if you know Batman, you know where we're headed.
Awesome. So actors, come on and let me know you're ready. Darpan, David Cece, David M. Kirby. Another David. Oh my God, 3 Davids in this? Luvia, Matthew, Ali, Spencer, and Brandon. Are you ready?
Yep.
Great. Everyone's ready. So why don't we get started? Take it away. And Orlando, disappear. And I'll disappear, and away we go.
Exterior, Gotham City Bank, day. Outside the bank, a group of protesters are waving their signs and yelling, "Feed the poor! Eat the rich!" Bank CEO James Wallace is escorted out of the bank by his security team. "Resign! You need to resign!"
"Oh, fuck off!"
James gets in the backseat of his car. Interior, car, day. The car tries to drive away as people bang on the car window and GCPD tries to push them back.
"Could you believe this fucking crowd? Bunch of pricks just want shit handed to them nowadays."
They're just children growing up in a world where everything is handed to them.
"You could say that again."
The car finally clears the crowd and is able to drive off.
"Thank God that's over. I swear this city gets more and more filthy every day."
It's all these lower class bastards, isn't it? Not knowing their place in the food chain.
Exactly. I worked my ass off to get to where I am. Those lazy bums should do the same instead of complaining all the goddamn time.
Like, just go out and get a job and stop being a crybaby. It's not like the market is oversaturated at the moment or anything, right? I mean, they could go to school, but then they'll be paying loads of debt for the rest of their lives. And that's if you can even apply for college. If you're a colored kid from Lower Gotham, you can get all straight A's you want, but in the end, they don't want you, and you'll continue working minimum because that's just the way capitalism wants you to live, forever in debt, forever struggling.
What the hell are you getting at?
See? That's the problem with you rich types. You are so dense that you can't hear or see things clearly from all the money shoved into your brains. I mean, you have a driver that takes you everywhere every day, and you have not bothered to memorize his face? Guess all the poor look the same to you, don't they, Jamie?
Get me out of here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's not like I have a bigger reason for having kidnapped you.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah, with what phone? If I may give you some advice, treat people with respect no matter how up you may be, especially those who have access to everything about you. Money goes a long way if you catch my drift.
What do you want from me?
To send a message.
Lonnie puts on a gas mask and tosses a can to the back seat, which starts releasing a thick, dark gas as James starts banging on the car window. Eventually, the bang stops and the car continues to speed off through the streets of Gotham City. Exterior, GCPD rooftop, night. Commissioner Gordon stands next to the bat signal, waiting impatiently. After a moment, Batman glides in.
What do you have?
His secretary finally broke. She was paid to take his cell phone before he left. Thought it was a meaningless prank to teach an old geezer a lesson, till he went missing for hours.
Who paid her?
She doesn't know. She got a message from an individual that goes by the name Anarchy, with a K, by the way. Right? Can ring any bells?
I'll find him.
The nearby downtown Gotham buildings that usually display ads on their gigantic telescreens go dark.
What the hell?
The screens turn back on. Anarchy stands in the middle of the screen, dressed in a hooded orange jumpsuit and wearing a white mask.
Hello, Gotham. I hope you're all enjoying your daily routine for the day. The slaves are just getting home from their so-called jobs, eating what they can afford, which you can barely call food. Meanwhile, the elites sit in their mansions, eating caviar and $1,000 wine, paid for with the money that the slaves make for them.
Oracle?
On it.
let me introduce you to the biggest asshole of the bunch.
Anarchy steps aside and reveals James tied to a chair, severely beaten and bloody.
Gotham City's bank's great CEO, Mr. James Wallace.
Help, please!
Oracle?
Oracle, aka Barbara Gordon, sits in her lab, surrounded by computer screens and high-tech gadgets.
I'm tracking the signal. It's coming from Gotham High.
On my way.
Robin, aka Tim Drake, speeds through the streets of Gotham City on his motorcycle.
I'm already in the area.
Hurry, I'll be close behind.
Batman runs to the edge of the building while pressing buttons on his arm guard. He reaches the edge and takes a noise dive down before he reaches the ground. The Batmobile arrives and the top sliding door opens as Batman spreads his cape and glides into the driver's seat. As soon as he's in, he speeds off into the streets of Gotham.
Alfred, send me the feed.
On it, sir.
A screen inside the Batmobile displays the video. Anarchy stands behind James.
Oh, but dear old James must be a good guy, right? He is, after all, one of Gotham's wealthiest and most powerful citizens. Wrong. He has ordered his employees to create fake accounts using customers' names without their knowledge, opening up credit cards and bill payment programs. And guess what? He has even secretly drawn money away from their customers.
Citizens of Gotham grab their phones, laptops, etc. to check their bank accounts.
Robin?
Robin walks through the empty hallways of Gotham High.
I'm inside. Something's not right. It's quiet. Too quiet.
I'm zoning in on the gym, left wing of the school.
Can you stop the feed?
I'm trying, but it's well protected. Whoever this guy is, he knows his tech.
16 counts of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and even date rape, but not one guilty verdict. You are just one disgusting son of a bitch, aren't you, Jimmy? How much did you pay that jury?
His scans are coming empty, sir. No match on his voice. As far as possible suspects, where the list is too large. Mr. Wallace sure has made his enemies.
Guy sure sounds like a charmer.
Any luck?
Running as fast as I can. The school is enormous.
On the screen, Anarchy pulls out a gun as onlookers gasp.
I think it's time we teach these bastards a lesson.
No, please let me go. I'll get you anything you want.
All I want is for Gotham citizens to be free. Free of a false democracy, free of a capitalist society, free to live as humans instead of mind-controlled lunatics.
Holy shit, is this guy for real? Robin, you have to hurry.
Robin runs to the gym doors.
This is a message to the high society, to the mayor of Gotham, GCPD, the Waynes, the Cobblepots, the Elliots. We will no longer be their slaves. We will no longer be treated like filth.
Robin bursts through the gym doors, but stops in shock.
We're too late.
What?
He's dead. He's been dead.
Robin walks towards the chair, where James sits with half his head blown off and blood splattered all over the floor. A camera, still in its tripod, stands before him.
Without us, they are nothing. We will not let capitalism continue to rule us. We will not let the government control us. We will have true freedom, and it starts with taking out the trash.
Anarchy raises his gun to James's head.
Oh, God.
Robin, there has to be a server somewhere. Pull the plug.
Robin follows the camera cables to a laptop hooked to a box with a bunch of wires. He grabs the box and rips the wiring. Just as Anarchy is gonna pull the trigger, the screens go dark. The crowd reacts with mixed emotion, some with relief, others with anger and frustration.
Did it work?
Yes. Alfred?
I've sent the alert to Commissioner Gordon. GCPD is on the way.
At least we stopped the citizens from watching this.
Negative. The clip has already been leaked online. It's spreading like wildfire.
Trace the original post.
Way ahead of you. It goes back to GCPD's Facebook.
He hacked their account.
Bruce, who is this guy? What the hell are we dealing with here?
Anarchy.
Title card, Batman, Anarchy in Gotham. Interior Gotham High Gym, night. The gym is now full of a full crime scene investigation. Teams of the detectives and such are busy working. Gordon looks around.
What a mess.
He walks out and heads outdoors. Gordon steps outside and lights up a pipe.
Didn't take you for the smoking kind.
Geez, give a guy some warning.
Anything new?
Nothing yet. Coroners are working on Wallace's body, but based on their initial assessment, he'd been dead for hours. Probably got killed soon after being kidnapped.
And the feed?
Pre-recorded video being aired from the laptop straight into the router that was somehow hacked into downtown Gotham speed. Whoever this guy is, hacking seems to be his specialty.
A modern criminal for the modern era.
Well, not everyone seems to think he is the villain. He has sure gathered some fans.
Keep me informed. I'll let you know what I find.
Would you?
Batman shoots his grappling hook and flies off.
Well, at least he didn't do his disappearing behind my back trick. I hate it when he does that.
Exterior, Gotham Hills, night. The Batmobile rides through the outskirts of Gotham until it reaches a dead end. Batman hits a button on the Batmobile's dashboard and suddenly the mountain ahead of him starts opening up. Interior, Batcave, night. The Batmobile rolls into its platform. Awaiting with a cup of tea is Alfred. Batman gets out of the car and starts to unmask.
Welcome back, sir. I've made you a cup of tea. I figure you're going to be up all night again today.
Thanks, Al. Where's Tim?
They're taking a bath upstairs.
Bruce heads straight to the Bat computer while sipping on his tea.
Well, I must say, I worry about it, Master Tim. Seeing something so gruesome takes a toll on human psyche. The boy didn't look fazed for one bit.
He's seen worse.
Well, not exactly a reassuring statement, sir.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Of course.
Bruce starts typing away at the computer, digging up the video and any files connected to it.
Ms. Gordon and I tried to no avail. Perhaps you'd have better luck.
He goes by the name Anarchy, with a K to be exact, according to Gordon.
A very specific detail.
Yet it leads us nowhere near.
Who would want to dispatch Mr. Wallace with such spectacle?
Who wouldn't?
Tim steps into the Batcave, coming down the stairs.
If you ask me, guy was a real piece of shit.
Maybe so, but he's still a murderer.
Absolutely. But are you going to argue that he didn't have it coming? Exactly.
Would you like some tea, Master Tim?
Al, you can stop calling me master. And no, I think I'll be needing more of a Red Bull.
Go to sleep, Tim. I got this.
Like hell you do, old man.
Tim comes behind Bruce and starts typing away at the computer.
What are you doing?
This guy popped up on Twitter a few days ago. People saw him as a joke, but after tonight, I don't think that's the case.
Incognito? Who is this?
No one knows, but he's been reveling a lot of Gotham's dirty laundry. Spilled all the dirt on Wallace and claimed there will be an uprising. Look at this picture.
Same mask.
Either Incognito's anarchy, or we have a whole group in our hands.
The Bat computer beeps.
New tweet.
Cobblepot, you're next.
Guess we're paying our buddy the Penguin a visit.
Yeah, I'll put our dinner away, sir.
Interior, Gordon's apartment, night. Commissioner Gordon enters his apartment exhausted. He kicks his shoes off, pours himself a whiskey, and sits on the couch. He takes a sip and leans back. Barbara enters the living room in her wheelchair.
Rough night.
Oh, honey, why are you still awake?
I saw what happened. Couldn't exactly sleep after it.
Every day there's something new, isn't there? We've had a calendar man, a Mad Hatter, even a polka dot man. And now this, some anarchy fellow with a K to be exact.
Any leads?
None whatsoever. Whoever this guy is, he's covered his tracks carefully.
What about his digital print? He had to have left a trace.
Got my best ID guys on it. Seems he knew what he was doing. Everything is either untraceable or leads to a dead end. I'm getting a little too old to catch up with all of this newness.
Well, you have me.
No, Absolutely not.
Why not? You know what I can do. I can be of so much help.
No, I can't.
You can't what?
I can't go through that again. That maniac still haunts me every night. No, I will not let that happen again.
It wasn't your fault, you know.
I was here in the same room. All that training, and for what? To see my goddaughter gunned down right before my eyes? To be absolutely useless?
Dad.
I'm sorry, sweetie. It's been a rough night. Please go get some rest.
Of course.
Barbara wills herself back to her room. Once the door is closed, she starts sobbing lightly into her hands. Meanwhile, Gordon stares at his drink. He hears the maniacal laugh of the Joker as Barbara screams. He closes his
Never
eyes.
again.
Exterior, Gotham Docks, night. Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, stands around while his men are loading crates into a ship.
Hurry up! He ain't got all bloody day.
Unknown to him, Robin stands at a nearby building staring at the scene through binoculars.
They're loading a bunch of crates onto his boat. He seems to be in a hurry. So, Batman, what's the plan? Batman, come in.
He must have got the message. When I give you the signal, jump in.
I don't suppose you're going to tell me what the signal is?
You'll know it when you see it.
God, I hate when you do that.
That's the last of it, boss.
Good. Now let's get out of here.
As Penguin walks away, a batarang flies before his face, landing in the pole next to him.
Son of a bitch, not you!
Going somewhere?
Penguin turns around to see Batman perched on a stack of crates.
Oh, fuck off, bats. This doesn't concern you.
If it concerns Gotham, it concerns me.
Why have none of you bloody idiots started shooting?
Penguin turns around to see that all of his men have left.
Bunch of bloody cowards! I will find the last of you!
Batman steps down from the crates and lands right next to Penguin.
What the hell do you want? You want me out of this city, don't you then? Let me go!
Why is he after you?
The fuck am I supposed to know?
Better yet, why are you so afraid of him? So you are afraid?
Yeah, well, I'm afraid of no one, all right? But a man of my being can't take a risk now, can he? I'm no fool. I've seen the video. Shot Wallace point blank in the face. Whoever this anarchy fellow is, he's good on his promise, and I'm not going to stick around to meet him.
Penguin turns to go to his ship when suddenly explosions start to go off on various parts of the boat. The whiplash causes Penguin to fall back onto the floor.
Bloody hell!
The fuck kind of signal was that?
That was not me.
Out of the flames of the boat steps out Anarchy, wearing the same white mask and orange jumpsuit.
Shit!
Batman steps in front of Penguin while Robin glides in next to Batman.
Protect Cobblepot. Get him out of here.
Robin runs over to Penguin, picks him up, and drags him away.
Come on, Shorty.
Batman steps closer to face Anarchy.
Didn't realize Batman and Robin were in the business of protecting criminals these days.
What do you want?
Same as you, to watch the bad guys burn.
Robin is running, keeping guard of Penguin. Penguin trips.
Oh, you stupid klutz. Get up.
Robin goes to help Penguin, but Penguin whips out a blade of his umbrella and slashes at Robin. Robin quickly steps back and is able to avoid the blade.
You two-timing son of a bitch.
You're not going to pretend like you didn't expect it. Who would miss such a great opportunity? The bird left all alone with his overbearing mama.
Should have left you to Anarchy.
But you're too good for that, aren't you?
I don't want them to burn. They need justice.
Justice? Justice? Where the hell is justice, Batman? How many men have you put away only to be released a few months later? You know, funny thing about you, Batman, is that I've heard the stories, and I must say you've put so many goons in the hospital beds, some with nerve damage, others paralyzed for life. but their bosses arrested without a scratch in their face. Poor Billy Bob, he couldn't make it in Gotham, so he took a job, an illegal one, to try to feed his daughter. The job was a bust, and he ended up hospitalized. Now he is not only a criminal, but also wheelchair bound, killing any other chance of survival. Meanwhile, his boss, Cobblepot, just ran, protected by none other than Gotham's Wonder Boy. Now, how's that for your slice of justice?
You know, I'm sick and tired of Joker getting all the credit. I am the king of Gotham. I will be the next Robin killer.
Penguin slashes repeatedly at Batman, who skillfully avoids all of them.
You're too slow.
Yeah. Well, beat this.
Penguin pulls out a gun and starts firing wildly. Robin jumps behind crates, trying to avoid the gunfire. Batman and Anarchy hear the gunfire.
Robin!
What exactly did he think would happen? Gotham's criminals know no honor code. So what are you going to do now, Bats? Are you going to let me get Cobblepot, or are you willing to lose another Robin? Shocked? Oh, didn't think we'd notice. Joker claims to have killed Robin, then we go months without seeing a peep of the boy wonder. Then out of nowhere, bam! Batman is out with his young sidekick again, except he's shorter, more agile, and less angry. It's not hard to piece the puzzle together when you look hard enough.
Batman lunges at Anarchy, who blocks the blow.
See, you've made your choice.
Knows how to take care of himself.
Penguin keeps firing rounds. He stops and listens.
Are you dead, bird boy?
Suddenly, Penguin falls to his feet, having been tripped by Robin. Robin gets up and twirls his staff.
You wish.
Penguin goes to grab his gun, but gets clocked in the face by Robin's staff.
You dirty bastard!
Robin kicks the umbrella away, leans over Penguin, and presses the staff into his throat, choking him.
Yeah.
You realize how easy it would be for me to break your neck right now?
You wouldn't kill me, would you? You're a good kid.
Am I?
Penguin has the face of fear, and Robin continues to press down. After a few moments, he releases.
Oh, good boy.
With the end of his staff, Robin hits him right in the forehead, knocking him out. End of segment.
Oh my God. Orlando, you can't leave us like this. Don't leave us like this. Wow. This was really great. And this fits in the franchise. I mean, oh my God. It's so spot on. I hope you'll be selling this around, shopping it here and shopping it there. Get it in that universe. Oh, and the actors. Okay, I have to admit, in looking at the casting of this, I was a little dubious. I was like, okay, love me some DMK, but as Batman? I totally bought it. And even more dubious was cough, Robin, cough. But oh my God, you guys were really, really rocking it. And Anarchy, that's the role to go for. That is definitely the role to go for. And I certainly hope there's some more Commissioner Gordon happening there. And
thank you so much. Everyone was incredible.
Yeah.
Did so good.
And the inclusion in this is amazing. Especially having Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair. That was great. Thank you, guys. Thank you for ending the night on such a high note, even though it was kind of dirty and raw. But it was excellent. Everyone, come back on. All of our actors and writers and stage direction readers, come on in as we get ready to end the night. Come on.
For all of our writers and actors of Virtual Volume 142. All of you brilliant people out there on YouTube, thank you. And thank you to Al, who has been moderating all the time. And give it up for Evan Edwards, our host tonight. I'm sorry, Inside the Actors Studio is needing a new host, Evan, and I think it's you.
Oh my God, I'm down for it. What's the pay?
Inside the PGE Studios. We'll start
it could be another thing for PGE.
I love it. Give it up for all of our writers and actors and our stage directions readers tonight. As we say at the end of every volume, virtual volume 142 is officially closed. FYI, the next volume will be on June 14th with the following writers. Some of them are in the room. We have Courtney Seil coming. Jai Mohan will be there writing. Woohoo! Jeff Smith, Justin P. Lopez, M.A. Garner will be here, and Natalie Necki-Farrow. So you can sign up right now on the website if you want to be considered for casting for that. We are super excited. Again, don't forget, we have on this Saturday a sketch writing workshop. We have Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have our play dates. And June 2nd and 4th, which is next week already, is our Voices of America Writers Workshop. Please come support. These are all new writers. They just did an eight-week class, and they are presenting their work. So we'd love that you are here with us on the YouTube. Again, if any of you out there who are suddenly money bags and haven't been abducted by anarchy, would like to donate to us at the Venmo, which is my current name below, on at the PGE on the Venmo. Feel free to let us know about that. And we are super happy. Everybody unmute yourself quickly and just give huge shouts and screams for all of your art and your work and your hearts.
Yes! You're all amazing.
You all rock.
Great
job.
Fantastic.
As I always say, the thing about the PGE, we are a home. We're not a home that you have to stay at all the time. But, you know, whenever you need us, you please come back home, bring some, bring a snack with you, or maybe we'll have a snack for you. And we just hope you come play with us again. We're going to say goodbye to our YouTube audience for the time being. So bye, YouTube audience. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.